Let's face it, we do not like to be uncomfortable. We don't like to be uncomfortable with the temperature. We don't like to be uncomfortable in our own bodies. We don't like to be in uncomfortable situations. But in chapter 1 of Caroline Lewis's book, Belonging, she reminds us that being a disciple means sometimes being uncomfortable. In the introduction to this book, she has laid out the themes in John. In chapter 1, then, she shows us how the story of the woman at the well fits into this gospel. Jesus has started his ministry, has traveled to a number of places, and in John 3:16, we hear those words that we know so well. Jesus says, "For God so loved the world." Right away then, it shows his followers and us still today what it means that God loved the world. And what it meant for those disciples is that he was leading them into an uncomfortable situation. They were traveling back to the Sea of Galilee, and they were going through the region of Samaria. Now, as devout Jews, they would have never gone through this area. And so Jesus pushes them a little bit and takes them into an uncomfortable situation. In so doing, they see what it means to actually believe that God so loved the world, all of the world. I don't like to be uncomfortable. I just don't. But I understand that sometimes being a disciple means being a little uncomfortable. Sometimes it means that the things in our life that we're wrestling with are going to be brought into the light. And that's going to make us uncomfortable, but it's going to make us stronger as followers of Jesus. I don't like to be uncomfortable, but I understand that sometimes Jesus is going to call me out of my comfort level to go to places, to experience amazing things, to see God at work in places where I originally thought maybe I wouldn't feel comfortable. So our question today is, are you okay being a little uncomfortable? Are you okay being pushed out of your comfort zone so that you can be a part of the amazing things that God is doing here in this world?